Our here is Strongsville Mustangs head coach Jason Trusnik. And coach, coming into this game, obviously this was the opening night going up against Avon Lake, and it was kind of a back and forth affair in the first half. I mean, and then Avon Lake, they scored 22 unanswered points, but I think the rally really came when Alex had that touchdown in the third quarter, and the defense really did great in the fourth quarter, I feel like. And then Kendrick had that 4 touchdown before it cleared 2 in the fourth quarter, and then your defense was able to stop that 2-point conversion for the win. Just talk about how your guys really competed throughout the whole night.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. From the minute I stepped into being a head coach last year, it was about believing in yourself. It's about a bunch of young men. Hey, look, good, bad, great, wherever they fall. But it's about believing in yourself, and that's what a bunch of men did. We had freshmen to seniors on that field, and they fought, and they kept swinging. And at the end of the day, that's hard to teach, and they have to learn how to believe in themselves. And look, they can hang with anybody, and they did that tonight.
Yeah, you're right about Kendrick, Boddie. I mean, he's only a junior, and he had 4 touchdowns tonight. Talk about his performance tonight.
I mean, it starts with the offense. They work really hard. It's battles of practice, offense and defense. And to have a guy like that, especially he's got a great skill set for running back. But you got to give it to the O-line. We have 2 quarterbacks in and out. They really played together to make things happen tonight.
When Avon scored 22 unanswered points, I think the rally started. How important was Alex to get that touchdown to close out that third quarter to really have good momentum in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it is a little bit of a momentum game, but at the end of the day, I just told him, just keep swinging. You never know. And you got to play to the end, and it was a big play there, run, big play, a couple of defensive stops, special teams. It's just, honestly, you got to have 3 phases. We talked about 3 phases have to play together, and they did that tonight, and I'm proud of this team. And hey, it's only week 1, and there's more to come.
Talk about how Storm and that defense really made that 2-point conversion to win the game.
Yeah. Look, Storm's a special player. We all know that. But if you talk to him, he's just one of the hardest working guys. Puts the time in, puts the effort, and gives it off to us. He expects the defense to be great, and he does. He rises up, and he rises everybody around him too. And they had a big play across the board. The defense did to pull the stop in.
Our here is Strongsville Mustangs right about Kendrick, Boddie. Kendrick, coming into tonight, this was opening night for you guys going up against Avon Lake, and it was kind of a back and forth affair in the fourth quarter, and then Avon Lake really scored 22 unanswered points, but I think the rally really started when Alex scored that touchdown to close out the fourth quarter. Defense was playing great, and then you had a couple touchdowns, including the leading one, and then Aiden Stewart kind of had that touchdown to really close out the game, but the defense was able to stop him and get the win. But it's talk about how the night went for you guys overall in this close game.
It was a really fun game. I feel like on both sides we just pushed each other. It was just like back and forth, and it just helped us bring out a new version of ourselves, and it just helped us just really work together and bring out the most of this teamwork wise, and just chemistry overall was at an all-time high, and it just helped us pull out the win. We started off a little slow in the second half, but there were a lot of opportunities that helped us speed it up and come out with the win.
Yeah, I mean, you had a great night. You had over 200 yards, and you had 4 touchdowns. It's talk about how the offensive line really helped you out to get those points.
Man, I love those guys. They helped me. If it wasn't for them, I couldn't have done any of this. They just, hole after hole, just helped me, just pushed me, I pushed them, and it just overall, the teamwork that we had and chemistry helped us just pull out and play the best that we could, and I owe it all to them. I couldn't have done it without them.
Yeah, when Avon Lake scored 22 unanswered points, I think the rally really started when Alex scored that touchdown, really started the quarter. How big was that to have good momentum?
Huge. We really needed that. That just helped us really just take the parachute off and just shoot. After that, then our performance just increased, and overall moral and everything just increased. That was just an opening to just an overall better game and better performance throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, what was flowing through your guys' mind when you made that stop in the fourth quarter to really win the game by the defense?
Oh, man, my head was all over the place. It was so surreal, man. I got emotional, excited. I was just feeling so many emotions all at once. And I just owe it all to God, because without him, man, I couldn't have done it.
Our here is Strongsville linebacker and Texas A&M commit Storm Miller. Storm, coming in tonight, obviously this was opening night going up against Avon Lake, and it was kind of a back and forth affair in the first quarter, and then Avon Lake really scored out 22 unanswered points. But I think you guys really started out hot. I mean, Alex had that touchdown to really close out the first quarter. Your defense was playing great. Kendrick had those 2 touchdowns to put in the game winner, and then Avon Lake scored a touchdown for Aiden Stewart. But you guys were able to stop him on that 2-point conversion. Yeah. Just talk about how the night went for you guys overall.
Man, one of the craziest games I've ever been a part of. It's just the heart that we showed. We had every reason to fold, and you know, I'm just so proud of our guys because, you know, the resilience that we showed, you know, offense bailing the defense out, and then the defense stepping up, you know, big time when we need it. So that's huge.
Yeah, talk about how Kendrick had a great night. I mean, he had 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. Talk about his night tonight.
I mean, he's an incredible talent. If he's not on everyone's radar, I mean, you know, I'll do whatever I can to get him there because honestly, he's unreal. I think you know, we're talking best running back in Northeast Ohio, and that's not an over-exaggeration. I mean, he's special talent. It's not every day that, you know, you see someone like that. So he's incredible.
You know, when Avon Lake scored 22 answer points, I think your rally really started when Alex scored that touchdown. How important was it for Alex to score that touchdown to close out the first quarter to really have good momentum going into that fourth quarter?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, defense letting up, you know, some touchdowns that we probably shouldn't have. But at the end of the day, our playmakers on offense, we got Alex, I mean, huge play. He can break one off at any point. So we know that we're never really out of the games, and we definitely felt that. Like I said, our guys didn't fold, and, you know, our offense went out and made plays for us, and it was just incredible. I mean, Espe's also an incredible talent, and he should be on everyone's radar too. So, you know, I'm going to shout him out because, you know, if he's not on everyone's radar too after this, you know, I don't know. So,
Talk about what was going through your guys' mind when you made that 2-point conversion stop to win that game.
Yeah, you know, obviously, I thought the game was over after the sack, and, you know, them saying that there's 1 second left, I said, you know, we got to play, and, you know, Aiden made an incredible play. I mean, you know, we're telling that we got to double him, and he still makes a play. So he's also an incredible athlete, but, you know, going into that 2-point stop, you know, it's, you know, the game comes down to this, and, you know, all props to them for going for 2. You know, I 100% respect it, but, you know, at the end of the day, it comes down to one play, and, you know, we stepped up big time. So.